So, in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share the complete truth about making money with AI and everything I've learned on the journey. I'm pretty much going to be sharing what a lot of people won't talk about, right? A lot of people are essentially misleading you on social media, on YouTube, telling you the best way to make money with AI when it's simply not true. And I know this because I've been actually making all of my money in a specific opportunity and business model that a lot of people simply just don't talk about. Everyone's busy telling you to create an AI app or sell AI agents to some local business, but there's something that everyone is doing that's making a lot of money with AI, but no one's actually publicly going to tell you. And I just want to make sure you just don't take my word from it, because at the end of the day, my results aren't your results. But anyways, I want to share some of my results to you. I'm making $10,000 a month from each specific client that I'm working with. Right now, I'm currently working with 3 active clients where I've scaled them up to $100,000 to $600,000 a month consistently. And yes, I have a percentage of that every single month. But I've also personally taught 1,800 other students on how to do this and get results for themselves. Like Cade, who was able to do this in his first year, make $200,000 and buy himself a house. Aiden, who's consistently making $20,000 a month doing this. And Shad, who had an agency working with med spas, but then transitioned into this specific model with AI. But let's just go ahead and jump into it so I can show you the type of opportunity that is going right under your nose. So one of the first things I want to teach you guys about what I learned with AI is how to actually cut out all the noise. Because the way a lot of people get stuck is they end up doing this one specific thing. And that one specific thing is they go all in on an AI tool and they learn it, they try to master it. And by the time they master it and they go off to sell it or they use it to make money, what ends up happening is another tool comes out and you get FOMO and you're like, okay, cool. Like, this is another tool. It's way better. Let me take my time out of this, tool that I've been learning. It's outdated, and let me go on to the next tool. It's kind of funny because it reminds me of, kind of like the crypto bull run with like meme coins, and everyone would like put their money into one meme coin and then get scared, take it out, and then put it into another meme coin. And then the meme coin dumps. It's useless because another one came out. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not a crypto genius, but at the end of the day, the AI space has a lot of similarities. And a lot of people end up chasing the trends. And when you chase the trends, you end up you're just a hamster on a hamster wheel at the end of the day. But I want to break it down a layer even further and let you know that there's reason for the noise. So let me explain it like this. A lot of these creators, essentially, they end up having to post a bunch of content, right? Because they are online creators, right? They teach things and they sell a course. And there's nothing wrong with selling a course, by the way. But to sell a course, they have to keep up to date. They have to push out more videos and they have to push out more views. But what's starting to happen is all these AI creators are making so many videos that it's just filling your page and it's filling your algorithm with all this noise and all this confusion. So you have one guy saying that you should make an agent that's a voice agent and sell it to local businesses, when you have another guy in the span of 4 hours posting another video saying don't use a voice agent, you should actually set up an agent for their systems. And who wouldn't get confused by that, and who wouldn't spin in a spiral? So you have to be wary of the noise that's coming out, because at the end of the day, what these people are doing to make a good amount of their money is they're actually teaching AI, and it's in the form of their courses, it's in the form of their programs. Like, they're legitimately teaching AI. I'm not saying that what you should do is sell your own course on AI. It goes even deeper than that, right? Because I am only working with one person, one of my clients that sells AI, but I'm also working with other educators, right? I have my hands in some real estate clients. I have my hands in some clients that do trading. I have my hands in some clients that do affiliate marketing, and I have my hands in some clients that teach sales. But all that matters is, are they educating their audience that would want to buy like a course or program from them? And believe it or not, like, this opportunity, a lot of people don't talk about, but again, it's wide open. And I say it's wide open because these creators are too busy making content, right? They don't have time to focus on the back end of things, where it comes into play of, if they end up trying to focus on the business side of things, that takes time away from content. Because I have to explain to you, like, content, it's a creative process. You have to go through and you have to sit down and you have to really make good content to stand out. You can't just post some bullshit or whatever and then expect it to pop. That shit ain't gonna work, right? So it's a big thing to keep in mind, like they don't have time to focus on the business side of things. And that's where I come in. That's how I get a percentage off of everything that they make, because I'm using AI to take their back end, right? It does a good amount of the work. I still do work, by hand, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that, but that is the best place to put AI, by putting it behind these content creators that are selling their online courses or programs, and then allowing them to focus on content while you manage the back end and get them more sales. Because at the end of the day, this course selling space that a lot of people complain about, no matter what people say, you cannot ignore an industry, right? It's the same way how people don't ignore the AI industry. People are genuinely scared about AI taking their jobs, but are you going to complain about it, or are you going to jump on a wave where a lot of people are also making money from? It's the same thing with the online course industry. It grows around 15 to 30% a year was the average of the median. I can pull it up here. And then also as well, it's going to be projected to be worth over $1 trillion by 2030. So instead of complaining about it, why wouldn't you take a part of it? And you don't even have to sell your own course or program. Find an expert, right, that already knows, expertise that a lot of people would pay for to learn, to speed up the process, and set up AI behind them so they can focus on content to get more people to know who they are, like them, and buy their stuff. And you can take a percentage off of someone else's expertise. And that leads me into another mistake I ended up learning, was people end up trusting too much in AI. Because the model that I do right now, an AI education business, like taking AI and putting it behind education businesses, I realized that if you trust in AI too much, you don't stand out. A big thing about just like making money and being in business, it's about standing out. And if you're using the same just AI slop that, is what everybody calls it, you're using the same AI slop that everyone is doing, do you really think that everybody gets different responses from AI? Based on your question, it's in a collective database where they'll give you pretty much similar answers. So if everyone's doing the same thing, you can tell. I can even tell from just like a marketing standpoint by the titles everyone uses, the way everyone writes emails, the way a lot of people are running ads nowadays. It's not converting because it's the same exact, right, like AI prompted stuff that everyone's sending out. So you end up trusting in it too much, right? And it's a huge mistake, even in things of what to do in business, right? There's been times where I've lost money because I haven't given it the right context. I completely trusted it blindly, and now I'm doing something that isn't even aligned with my business model, or isn't even aligned with what I have going on. And that's one of the worst things you can do. And when I say trusting it too much, earlier on, when I got into the hype of AI, which at the end of the day, I think AI is fucking great and I think it's amazing. But once I got into the hype of AI, I tried to outsource it to everything. Like I was like, okay, like let me just outsource this whole thing. Claude killed this and let me replace my team, blah, blah, blah. And I just realized, like, at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff, it's just not there yet, right? And I honestly just spent a week of my time, which is very valuable. A week of your time is super valuable. I'm never going to get that week back. Just trying a bunch of things to automate some processes that didn't need to be automated or shouldn't have been automated. And it's just sloppy work. And at the end of the day, I still got to go back and tweak it anyways. So while there were things that I found out and the capabilities that it could do, bro, AI is not to the point where it's going to replace your whole entire business. And if anyone is saying that, right, and of course this is the time of me making this video, but if anyone is saying that, they probably didn't have a team to begin with, or, you know what I mean, they're just lying. So that's a big thing too as well. I've seen it multiple times. Like I've seen one of my boys, he manages sales teams, and when Claude Code came out, he was just in his office every day, just like messing around with Claude Code, and it really didn't change much, because at the end of the day, AI can only speed up something that's already making money. Plain and simple. AI can only speed up something that's already making money. And most people are trying to put AI isn't going to make you money from thin air. And before AI was even here, in terms of systems thinking, you can over systemize something and it won't work, right? Because a system only works when it's a proven process, right? You can only put a system on a proven process. So what a lot of these people are doing is they're taking AI and they're putting it on shit that hasn't been proven, hasn't been tested, hasn't been battle tested. And then they wonder why, like, the AI is just spinning their wheels. And then also as well, you're just wasting a ton of precious time that you could be doing something else with. Like, if you want to make money, you have to focus on things that move the needle, right? If you need more clients, use AI to, of course, help you find more clients. But at the end of the day, because I know people that just make AI scrape any client, like, no matter what. And it's not even scraping the ideal client they want to work with or the ideal person they want to work with. And then it has AI send the message to them. And then when I take a look at it, it's like, one, you're sending it to people that this isn't even who you work with. Like, AI is just randomly shooting stuff out. And then as well, this message isn't even tested to land clients, right? And that is like the next point. I just want to be very clear on what you need to do to be able to make money with AI. And one, it's go into something, right? AI can only make money with something that is already making money. So what I think you should do, and is the best thing to do, is you should really go into, and of course, can't force you to do anything, but you should really go into starting an AI education business. Because at the end of the day, you're going behind these online businesses that are making money, and you could steal all of my proven systems too as well to be able to place AI behind it so it can make money, right? Generate these creators landing pages that already convert. We have that. Generate these creators ads that will convert, that aren't the AI slop ads. We have that. Same thing with emails, and same thing with all the automations that makes their business move very fluidly. Because you have to remember, AI doesn't create money from thin air. You have to put it behind something that actually works, right? And never put AI in the driver's seat. A lot of people just type in AI and try to make it do its own thing. You are the driver. You are the driver. AI should only be the wheels to accelerate and help you go faster. That's what it's for. Do not give it control. It's not going to work out for you in your favor. Of course, I could go on and on and on, but the way I am, and you'll see this as you go through my other videos, is I'm not gonna come on here, bullshit, overcomplicate something to make a video longer. I'm gonna always break it down as simple as possible and make things as simple as possible. If you follow those things, right, you put AI into the right opportunity, which is an AI education business. You then make sure you put it behind something that's already working, which is the right opportunity, an AI education business. And then you have the right context to give it, so that way you're in the driver's seat and it's just making you go faster. You'll make as much money as you need. Now, of course, I hope this was a valuable insight for you, and just a different perspective to look at how you should actually go about making money with AI. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. You can check out all the extra stuff I have in my description or my link in my bio. But other than that, take care. See you on the next one.